Hi there, welcome to another video tasting for KWMWine.com. I'm Andrew, and today we're going to be trying Delas Freres, Delas Brothers, Condrieu from Northern Rhone, Clos Boucher it's called. So they make a couple of different cuvées in Condrieu. So first of all, Condrieu, as the appellation, is in Northern Rhone. It's the fine white wine appellation in Northern Rhone. Is for 100% Viognier. So it's where the finest Viognier in the world essentially comes from. So it's a grape variety which has sort of spread around the world. You'll see pockets of it in maybe in Australia, particularly in California. Makes the Klein, for example, make a very nice one. But the Rhone Valley in France is where it's at its best, at its home. So Northern Rhone in particular, and also you'll see it in a little bit in Southern Rhone, plus a little bit in the Languedoc as well. But Condrieu are much prized around the world for their flavour and their finesse, I suppose. One of the appellations in that part of France, in that Northern Rhone, is a little appellation called Chateau Grillé, which is a very unique appellation. It's a property on its own, and it's its own appellation. I think it's unique in that, and it's for Viognier and nothing else. Well, this particular vineyard of Delas's Clos Boucher is its nearest neighbour to Chateau Grillé. Now, Chateau Grillé could be selling for maybe 100, 150, 200 quid a bottle. Maybe it's quite expensive because it's really rare, very hard to get. It is quite a reputation. Delas's Clos Boucher is sort of right next door, and same sort of southwestern sun exposure as well. So essentially Chateau Grillé, but next door, I suppose. So, and this sells for about mid-50s a bottle. So it's not a cheap bottle of wine. It is a fine bottle of white wine, but if you compare it to Chateau Grillé, it's probably good value, I suppose. So going into the tasting note, this white is this Viognier, first of all, is being fermented in new oak and aged for about a year in new oak as well. It has a little bit of lees treatment and stirring and stuff as well. So all adding into complexity. Colour wise in this here, it's quite golden, it's quite rich, and you see how it moves around the glass. It moves with a bit of weight. There's a bit of viscosity, and there's some tears in there as well. It lends you to believe that it's a warmer climate. White sticks to the glass a little bit more. So on the nose of this here, it's very classic Viognier aromas, in that it's got sort of that stone fruit of apricot, sort of slightly peach, but there's a really fine sort of crystallized ginger note going on, which is a real giveaway for Viognier in terms of the nose. That sort of spicy note coming through. On the palate, just screams Viognier. It's got that lovely weight of texture, slightly oily. You immediately get that spicy ginger note on the palate. This ripe tropical fruit flavour. It just tells you that it's Viognier straight away. The acidity on it is moderate to high, but it's not over the top, and Viognier does tend to be a little bit more restrained, but these wines as well are not designed to age. They don't have great ageability typically. Condrieu, so they're one of the very few fine white wines in the world that are designed to be drank fairly young. So within about 5-6 years of harvest is typically when you get them at their best. So this is 2016, it's now 4 years old, so you've got a good couple of years to drink this yet. Beautiful wine with maybe some sort of curry dish, some sort of spicy dishes, stuff like that, chicken and things like that as well, maybe cheese. Beautiful wine to drink by itself, but food wine predominantly, or share, particularly one to share, because it is something a bit special. It's a grape variety which is not the mainstream, but it has a unique sort of cult following, should we say. So Delas Clos Boucher Condrieu, beautiful bottle of white wine, delicious. If you fancy trying a really top Viognier, you'll go a lot worse than trying this here. So remember, KWMWine.com, please reduce matters. Cheers.